It's been 2.5 years of just long hours, trying to find that balance between home and work and family has been a challenge. And to finally cross that finish line, it just brings me so much joy.
Gown, cap and gown, check. Where's your hat? Oh, hat, check. Are you nervous?
It's all happening so fast, right? Here we are. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We're about to start the line here and walk the stage, and it doesn't even seem real. I think about my dad and my granddad, and the fact that they're not here, and it's kind of like they're in heaven watching down, and I think they're smiling, and it makes me really happy just to know that I accomplished this and try to be a good example for our daughters and everything. The road has been extremely long. I originally started school back in 2000, and now here I am graduating in 2023. Being a soldier in the military and deploying, raising a family, those are all things that kind of kept that journey a little bit longer than what it needs to be. And I really appreciate Purdue Global to allow students like myself to have the opportunity to get their higher education. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real.
Finishing his bachelor's has been something that I know has been a goal of his for so long. It's something he's talked about since we met. And sometimes life happens, career happens. And I just feel very proud that he finally was able to accomplish something that's literally been a dream of his since he was in his teens.
I am extremely proud of myself.
Hey everybody, Sergeant Major Thomas here. I did it. Graduated Purdue Global. We're getting lined up here.
I have to admit, even being a soldier and a sergeant major in the military, the highest rank that you can achieve, I also had concerns about, can I do this? And going through the grades and maintaining the difficulty of school course load and trying to be the best family person and husband. One of the reasons why I still wanted to achieve my degree is that it now sets me up for an awesome post-career in the military. I've still been in the military for almost 23 years, and that career is going to be coming to an end.
There's over 10,000 of our students affiliated with the military. Would each of you in the audience today who is an active service member or a veteran, please stand.
Sometimes you just have to have the courage to take that first step. Everyone can have the courage to succeed, but very few have the courage to fail. And having that courage to fail and try is also very valuable.
Will graduates who cared for a child or other dependent while obtaining your degree, raise your left hand if this applies to you.
One of the things I love most about being a dad is that it keeps me young. It keeps me with a young perspective, and it keeps me with the mind of always learning. Being a father and being a student have some of the similar values because you have to be understanding, you have to be patient, you have to be curious.
He would work all the time in his office, not when we were around, but at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m.
I know that my daughters can see him get dedicated to it, make good grades, and hopefully be inspired.
The egg jumped. It jumped and jumped.
What I really want to try to teach my daughters is understand the value of endurance. It was
A
long
way down.
Very good. There's always going to be trials and tribulations that one has in life. And sometimes the things that we value most might go through the hardest road. Knowing how to endure past all the trials and tribulations that one has can sometimes give you the value that you're looking for.
Will the candidates in the School of Multidisciplinary and Professional Studies please rise?
Purdue Global has given me the credentials that prove that I have the ability to handle executive level positions. And that's exactly what I go for the government sector, being a director of Homeland Security or the Department of Veterans Affairs. One of the biggest things I want to do is that I receive a lot of my joy from helping people, from being a difference in my community, in my country. And it's very important to me to continue to give back and make a difference for the future generations so that I too can leave a legacy for my children and their children's children.
Alan Thomas, U.S. Army.
I'm excited to see where his degree takes him, and not just being that piece of paper, but really seeing how he excel in his career and different opportunities.
He's a really caring person. He cares a lot about people.
The biggest change I want to bring about in people in life is understanding that education can be a gateway for change. You control your mind, you control your thoughts, you control your efforts. With that direction, the more you arm yourself with education, the better that you can be a valuable asset to your family, to your community, to your country. All the hard work has been worth it for me because I want to be a symbol and a good direction for my family. And I want to be a good example of what right looks like.